welcome to this album with me, William Han. Normally, it's the podcast where each episode a guest and I would deep dive an album of their choice, but this is no ordinary episode because today I'm joined by a music management mogul, a man of medicine, a marathoner. He's also some things that don't start with an M. He's my mate. That's also an M. It's John Harbison.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for having me. Very pleased to be here. And in RYP Recordings as well, I've got to shout that out straight away. Michael also begins with M, runs this studio, who I manage. That's another M. There's lots of M's going on.
Lots of M's, John. Lots of M's.
So thanks for having us here as well, Mike. And thank you for having me on the show. I think I cancelled on you before, didn't I? Last minute. So I'm so sorry about that. I'm glad I finally made it on.
Look at us now, John.
I know.
Look at us now. So, yeah, we're in quite a cool space, this, John. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this room we're in right now?
Yeah, so this is RYP Recordings in Rayners Lane, of all places. This is our recording studio. So Michael does a lot of stuff here. He did some early tracks for Wolf Alice, did the second version of Bros back in the day.
True.
Recently been working with Noah York, Tom's son. So done a he's recorded here. Done some great stuff. With the band called Cowboys, just did a single that came out last week, which is pretty fun, pretty weird, but it's good stuff. At the minute, I don't actually know where he is. I think he's away, which is nice because we get to use the studio.
Yeah. Cheers, Mike.
Cheers, Mike. Thanks a lot, wherever you are. But he's recording with another band in a different studio, but as he often does. But yeah, thank you very much for having us. So,
cheers, Smithy. Appreciate you, mate. Hell of a room.
Yeah, hell of a room, man.
If you're looking to record music, or
podcasts, absolutely,
great space for it.
Absolutely.
So, Rayners Lane, has it got much of a cultural footprint here?
Well, I suppose musically, George Michael, who we may well come on to later, was a member of...
the first person to come on to George Michael.
Oh, well, it's tone successfully lowered and we're only 10 minutes in. Marvellous. But yeah, so he was a member of... there used to be a place called Bogart's on this very street, which is where he first used to go out. I think The Who played the pub on the corner down there, but then again, there's pretty much every pub in London, someone goes, The Who played there.
Sure.
They were particularly busy when it came to gigs in the 60s. So, but otherwise, cultural footprint, I think we're kind of holding it together.
I disagree. There is one exception to the rule. A absolutely groundbreaking sort of R&B-ish sort of artist.
Yes.
J. Paul.
Now, the reason I didn't mention him is because...
Oh, is there a situation,
No, it's because his brother actually emailed us several years ago trying to buy this place.
Really?
And he could do that very easily, so we didn't reply. So, but now it's out here on the podcast. So I've got the email. He emailed us asking about this place, wanting to work here, doing some stuff, but we didn't get back because we got spooked. We'd only just moved in, and we thought, oh God, we were only leasing it then, and we were worried that he could buy the lease off us, so we sort of kept a bit quiet. But
Jay, if you're listening,
maybe come and knocking, mate. Come on the podcast. Come on the podcast. Come and talk about it.
The elusive Jay.
You can come here as long as you don't buy us out. but yeah, so that I suppose that is kind of the cultural footprint of Rayners Lane covered.
Not bad, is it?
No, it's not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Yeah. But yeah, so what's on the agenda for today, Will?
What a great question, John. Well, I think first and foremost we should find out a bit about who you are.
Yeah, sure.
And then we're going to get into what has been a hell of a year.
It's been a hell of a year, absolutely. Yeah.
So we record a few podcasts today. We're going to discuss albums of the year. We're going to discuss the shows of the year. We're going to look forward to 2026. We're going to get a bit festive, John.
Oh, sounds good to me.
But before we do, who are you, John? What do you do? How do we know each other? What's your vibe?
We have known each other for probably about nearly
20 years.
Nearly 20 years. Yeah. Our dads actually went to school together.
Mad.
So shout out to Yogi and Rusty.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Rice Lips Finest.
Rice Lips Finest, absolutely. But we didn't know that until long after we'd become friends. But I used to come and see your band all of your bands. In fact, I don't think
and yet we're still friends.
And I'm a genuine fan of the Best and Beast to this day.
We've got one.
Still find myself humming Lazy Cat. But yeah, so I used to come see your band. I have two jobs. I live two lives. My main job is I work for the National Health Service. I'm an anaesthetic nurse. Well, I'm an ODP, which is like an anaesthetic nurse. So I do that. Work in the hospital. I've done that for 15 years. But then I started doing when I sort of qualified. I started doing hospital radio. My show was called Slip Discs. Still very proud of that.
Pretty good gig.
Pretty good one.
Pretty good, John.
Then I started DJing, very bad DJ, as you'll probably remember.
Just on that, actually, I remember one of the funniest Facebook statuses I've ever seen in my life. Waking up on a Sunday morning, and your Facebook status was, "I can't believe you guys booed last night. That 4-minute silence during my DJ set was for our fallen soldiers."
So thank you. Thank you for bringing up some evidence there of my bad DJing years. So did that. Then I started promoting, and then and obviously supporting the fallen soldiers as always. And then one
without them, you'd be out of a job at the NHS.
I would be out of the job. Absolutely. Yeah. And then I started managing bands, which has been great. It's been great. It's taken me to some great festivals, which you're about to hear about this year. I've been to India with the management. I've been to South by Southwest in Texas. I've been all around Europe a few times, all around the UK, and seen some really interesting and fantastic festivals. So two different. Michael, who runs the studio, the aforementioned Michael, he often quips that by day I save lives and by night I ruin them, which I think is a little bit unfair, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless.
You're spreading joy and healing people.
Absolutely, healing people's hearts and minds.
So John and I were in the car for a bit earlier, and we kept saying, "Save it for the podcast."
We did that a lot.
So you mentioned how you recently got sacked from a music management job of yours.
Yes, it's a shame, but these things happen. I think by the nature of being full-time at the NHS and working with bands, it comes to a certain point. You can only take them so far. Sure. And I was working with a band called Ugly, who still love and support. Big up to them. You guys should all go check them out. They're great. And they're the band that we had a really great summer with. Went all around Europe, as I say, and they're featuring some of my gigs of the year purely because I was involved with it. But it was great to see them do so well. But unfortunately, it gets to a certain point sometimes where you just they felt they wanted to get some more established management. But those things happen. I've got 2 more bands that I've taken on recently that I'm looking forward to working with next year. That I definitely think you'll like World News actually, but we'll come on to them a little bit later on.
Amazing.
So that's me.
That's you.
That's me. Yeah.
That's you.
That's me in a nutshell. Yeah.
What a shell. 2025, John.
Yeah.
What a year.
What a year.
Tell me a bit about your year to date.
I
say to date, it's nearly over.
It's nearly over. But, it started off with me trying to get Oasis tickets and not getting them. How'd that go for you?
Better.
So unfortunately, I've missed out on some of the big gigs this year, but I have seen some weird and wonderful ones. But it's been a good year. It's been exciting. I've travelled around. Been to lots of different parts of Europe that I haven't been to before. Yeah, been busy. Some of the highlights. Should we crack straight onto that?
Get cracking.
Let's get cracking. So I saw. Well, actually, I'm going to start off with one of the gigs I saw. It's probably the most recent show I've seen actually, which was at Scala just 2 weeks ago for a band called Radio Free Alice. And I don't know if you've heard of them. They've been.
I listened to them for the first time the other day. They're on the lineup of Truck this year, aren't they?
They are on the lineup of Truck.
So I listened to a few of the smaller bands I wasn't familiar with.
Yeah,
I like them, John.
I think they'll be up your street. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They're Australian. They're from Melbourne.
Is the name a nod to the REM song, Radio Free Europe or Radio?
I'm not sure actually. I've never. We'll have to ask them. I'll drop them.
Get them on the show.
Get them on the show. Yeah, they played for me at the Great Escape Festival. I did a little Alterscape showcase a couple of years ago, and I thought they really stood out to me from the lineup. So I asked them to come and play for me in the breakfast room of a hotel called the Pellerocco Hotel, run by Harrovian, former barmaid of Trinity, Alice.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a nice little link there. So she works behind the bar there and helps manage the place. So when we go down there, she sort of hooks us up with a little spot to do a stage in, which is nice. So they headlined the stage and they just blew me away. I was like, wow, they sound like a Mancunian indie band. Like they sort of sound like an almost more distilled version of sort of a northern indie rock band, but because it's from Melbourne, there's a different frame to it. And watching them at Scala the other week, it was like watching a band at the peak of their powers. Wow. It was really, really impressive. The whole crowd were just hanging on every word. Someone was smoking a cheeky fag in the middle of the crowd, which I haven't seen.
You don't see that anymore.
I do remember being in
Brixton
because of woke. Those guys. I do recall being in Brixton Academy, probably with you, passing a fag. Yeah, you just get right into the middle. spark up.
Was you there for Foals at Brixton Academy?
No, I don't think I was there for that
mentioned
one.
this before on the podcast, where it's just as the smoking ban came in like 2007.
Yeah.
And Matty Jeffries opening song.
Yeah.
Had a fag indoors.
And did they turf him?
Oh, he was gone.
Oh no! I mean, it's
Yeah.
classic Matty Jeffries move.
Classic Matty Jeffries.
Classic Matt.
The rules don't apply to me. Matt, if you're listening.
Yeah, so that's the first one on my list. They're a great band, and I look forward to hearing you talk about them when you go to Trap Festival next year.
Oh, inevitable. I look forward to letting you know how I get on.
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
don't see them before.
Well, hopefully you will.
Are they back in the UK before the summer next year?
I think they're back. They've gone back to Australia now. They've just done quite extensive touring in the UK and the US. And then they're not back until I believe this festival season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll try. Maybe I'll try and put you in touch to see if you can have a little chat with them when they come back over.
We'll make that happen, definitely.
So what you got? What's top of your list?
Thank you, John. That was great. Number 5 for me is one of the big comebacks of the year. When we talk comebacks of the year, we think of bands like Oasis, The Maccabees, The Rapture quietly came back this year.
Oh, I didn't
not too quietly. They came back this year.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I think one of the more shocking and surprising comebacks of the year was Woo Life.
Yes, I actually saw them as well.
Did you?
Yeah. You go first, and I'll follow up.
Nice. So I saw them at a venue I've not been to before called the Horse Hospital.
Oh, it's a cool
which is
spot.
in Russell Square.
It's a cool spot.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's an odd little place.
It's a little quirky place that promoters and agents try. If they're trying to put on something really weird and wonderful, that's what they go for.
And it was. Yeah. So me and my friend Ian went there, and we sort of walked in a bit sheepishly, going, "It's the right gaff," and feels a bit weird. And you get down there.
There's a lot of sick horses everywhere. I don't understand.
Sick horses everywhere. Yeah.
These guys are going to be okay with the gig
because it is basically a stables. It's all very concrete.
Yeah.
And there was just 2 speakers that weren't very impressive, and I was like, "This is going to be a bit shit. The sound's going to be fucked in here." Those speakers were like fucking, I don't know, 10 megatons of wattage or something. It was crazy.
Well done to those speakers.
Yeah, they've put up a good show that night. Woo Life are one of those bands who only released one album in, I think it's like 2012, do you reckon?
Yeah.
And toured the UK a couple of times and then called it quits. I did not see that comeback coming. And it was one of the most phenomenal shows I've ever been to. Yeah. Have you heard their comeback single?
I heard it. I listened to it when I was in. Sorry, to give you a bit of context. Please. I saw them at an amazing festival that I went to with the aforementioned band Ugly this year in Sicily, called Yipsig Rock Festival, which is up on a mountain in Sicily. Not far.
Don't Tell Fire to the Mountain being one of Woo Life's songs.
Well, there you go. Oh, no wonder that was why they were on the bill. And it's just south of Cefalù, beautiful beach resort. You should try it out. Here's me working for the tourist board, and we'd actually. So I knew they were playing, and I thought, oh, gosh, I remember them. Why do I remember them for? You know, they're one of those bands that sort of they were so prominent in the press and radio, and everyone's oh yeah, Woo Life, oh they're just such a cool band. But then I was like, I can't even remember what they sounded like really. So I had to go back and listen through, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I remember. It was a lot more prominent when I listened back. I was like, so that's who they are. And actually, I ended up going for lunch with them. So we. They were at the other end of the table, but we were there. Sinead managed to. We went to watch a panel. There was a friend of mine, an Italian journalist, was on a panel, and Sinead started chatting to the head PR of the festival. Next thing I know, she managed to get us invited to a free lunch. I was like, good work, Sinead. I don't know. Sinead's my partner, by the way. Hello, Sinead. So she managed to get us into... so, yeah, she's quite handy for that. Woo Life were sort of sitting opposite us and chatting away. They seemed like nice guys. And then we made sure we caught them a bit later on. The festival itself is in the grounds of a castle in Sicily, and it really is definitely worth... I mean, the lineup's very eclectic, so if you do find something you really do resonate with at that festival, it's definitely worth the trip and to sort of tie a holiday into it.
What's it called again?
It's called Yipsig Rock Festival in Italy, in Sicily. And it's a bit of a strange one actually, because there's Sicily, as you can imagine, being an island, it's not really on the touring circuit. Yes. So they've built this festival. It's amazing how they've done it. They've just built this festival off the back of really good curation. And up in this mountain, this tiny village, and they've just slowly built it up over like 20 years to the point where it's just this amazing spot that people really want to. You can only play it once as well. That's the other thing. So bands are only allowed to play it once. So yeah, so it was great. We were Ugly. We were on a stage with who was the other band? Divorce. Yeah. We're on the same bill. but anyway, so going back to it, Wu Life were amazing. Yeah, they played in front of this huge crowd with a castle looking down on them.
They play at night time or in the day?
It was night time. Yeah, right at night. Yeah,
that's why I asked.
It was kind of spooky sort of vibes. It worked really well for them. Yeah.
So this is why I asked, because when we saw them, it was pretty intense strobing.
Oh wow!
You can't really, because the band are really short for the most part.
Yeah.
And I'm very tall, I'm all right. But there was no actual stage there. So basically the lead singer was stood on the monitor the entire time. You could see him, but you couldn't see the rest of the band.
Yeah.
And it was a very different gig experience. It really was. And they played 6 new songs that night.
Yeah.
All of them were fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to hear those songs again, John.
Hopefully
good.
they actually get something out, because they seem to be almost too mysterious for their own good.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So they released this new single, which is phenomenal. Probably one of the best singles of the year this year. And they pretty quickly took it down off iTunes. So the only way to, and Spotify and all the streamers, what they do instead now, you've got to sign up to be, I think it's called a Woo Lifer or something.
Oh, right,
and you basically pay £3 a month to have access to their songs and to all these demos and stuff they've released as well.
Yeah.
It's a pretty unique way of doing it.
Yeah, it is.
Swing and a miss, maybe. Let's find out. I don't know, but they're taking that chance and sort of fighting that big machine.
Yeah.
Spotify, if you're listening, love you.
Yeah, we love you. Yeah, it's great. It's dubious investment practices, but don't worry about that.
So it's really great seeing a band take a stance like that, because something needs to change. And, these bands are putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm excited to see what comes of it, really, and seeing, like, 'cause King Gizzard done the same thing, haven't they?
Yeah. Taking it off some of the streaming services. I mean, ultimately, I think spreading music around into different places is only ever going to be a good thing. I think I mean, look at the vinyl resurgence. People weren't that. We no one really saw that coming, and now everyone's buying records. They do say 70% of records that are bought these days aren't played and do still stay in the pack. But at least more money going into music on a grassroots level is a great thing.
Positive
I think having a direct to fan subscription service like that is a great way of doing it, and especially for a band like We Love, because I think the fans that are there are so dedicated to them, like that's the sort of thing that they can afford to do. Like some bands are have more casual listeners that have that like a lot of different types of music, but I think We Life you've got some real sort of fanatics when it comes to them. So
you've got one in front of you right here, John. So hope to see more of them next year.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. I'll be all over anything they've got to throw my way. But
absolutely,
man, that was a hell of a show.
Yeah.
Who you got, John?
So I went to another interesting festival this year.
This man loves an interesting festival.
I love an interesting festival. Yeah.
Hates Reading and Leeds.
Do actually like Reading and Leeds. Please put me on the list this year, Shannon. Yeah, thanks a lot. But yeah, I went to a festival in Slovakia called Pahoda Festival, and it's in the grounds of an airport. I thought it was in the grounds of a disused airport, because you'd assume that, wouldn't you? Until when I was watching. Who was I watching at the time? I was watching the Kills, and they're not actually on the list, but I was watching the Kills, and then I saw a plane just coming into land behind them, and I was like, where is that guy? We're on the runway.
Jamie's guitar can often sound like a fucking airplane taking off.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of that, maybe.
But luckily it landed just to the left of us. I don't really know much about what Jamie's career. I just remember him from back in the day, and I just remember and it was just such a good show. And I'm just like, wow, I didn't know that I would be getting back into grime at 36, but here I am.
Look at you now.
Look at me now, Mar.
It's funny, I do get confused with JME quite a lot. People ask if I'm JME, and I always say, sorry guys, that's not me.
Oh, fantastic.
Lovely seeing you guys. This has been this album. I am out of it.
I think that's wrapped up now. I think we can't beat that.
Where do we go from there? So sorry.
Yeah, so that was good fun. Yeah, so that was a really good, and it was... It just felt like I was watching a little piece of London on the stage, like a little piece of London on this, and everyone was just really, and I kind of felt a little bit of ownership over it as well. I was like, oh, these guys are really vibing to,
my city,
and that felt really good, and like it was a really great show, and I now definitely want to come and see him again in London, which would be great.
But I can relate to that. I remember seeing Parma Violets. in LA.
What a band.
And it's like you're watching a London band in a small LA venue.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like you do have that sort of pride about it. And
Yeah,
that sense of ownership.
you do. Yeah,
I do really
you
get
definitely.
that.
Especially when it feels, when you hear your accent, and then people singing about things that you understand, and like places that you know.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, no, I like that, man. That's nice. That's a nice bit of import export. But yeah, so that was a great one, and a great festival as well. Pahoda. The lineup was absolutely stacked. I've got another one on there later on, which
We'll
I'll come
get
on.
to
We'll
that.
go.
We'll
Chill
get to
out,
that.
John.
Shall I take another one then, John?
Go on, your turn.
Let's have a go. Number 4, Getdown Services.
Oh,
hello. What a bloody band,
What
John.
a band!
What
Absolutely,
a band.
yeah. So yeah, we were discussing this in the car. We're supposed to pretend that we haven't had this discussion in
Yes,
the car. Really.
yes,
Sorry.
please.
So I was at one of their very first London
Oh,
shows.
John, this is news to me. We haven't discussed this at all
absolutely.
today, have we?
Yeah.
Please, tell me more.
So my one of my bands, Terra Twin, one of the bands I manage, they supported them at a relatively new venue on next to Hackney Empire called Two Palms. I don't know if you've been there.
No, I'm not.
And we got into the space. We got into this place. It literally opened that day. So you got in there, and there was an overwhelming smell of paint,
Right.
to the point where I was like, oh my god, I actually had a headache. So I don't know if I still Getdown Services with the best head on my shoulders,
Sure,
if you know what I mean.
sure.
But I come in. The sound wasn't great. Apparently, it's a lot better now. So fair play to you. Don't want to shit on small venues. Can I swear? We're not allowed to swear.
I'm beeping the fuck out of that, John.
It's too late now. And then at the end, so they played the show. The sound wasn't great. Overwhelming smell of paint. A pint was like £8. And then suddenly these two lads from Bristol start getting their shirt off and playing what is essentially sort of this amazing like karaoke style, almost like new age status quo riffs, but with hilarious lyrics.
Yes.
But I must admit, at the time, I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Because I just didn't. So I was like, "I want to see more of this," but I'm not in the right mind frame.
Today's not the day.
No, today's not the day. So then I did see them again at a Wide Awake festival. I think I don't know if we were loading in or we were loading out. Something was happening. I had a band play there, and we were just sort of passing them, and there was just this huge crowd. Like the whole festival had just
I've never seen the
descended.
footage online. It looked like there was a lot of people
Because they
there
were
for
on
that.
like a little bandstand.
That's right, yeah.
And like the whole festival had just descended onto the stage. And we're just watching them go absolutely bonkers. And I was we were going past like carrying stuff, and I was like, I kind of want to. So I'd love to be able to watch them the whole way through, which I understand, Bill.
As it happens, John.
It
just so bloody happens. I'm doing it tonight.
Oh, there we go.
So I'll be heading to Camden later. Electric Ballroom to watch Getdown Services.
Absolutely fantastic.
Saw them once in the summer at the almighty Glastonbury Festival.
Yeah.
They played on the Sunday at a smallest tent called Croissant Neuf.
Yeah.
Probably holds about 700 people maybe, which is quite small for Glastonbury.
Yeah.
But it was packed.
Yeah.
And it may be one of the hottest gigs I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah. No wonder they had their shirts off.
Oh, it wasn't just them. It wasn't just them. But I often find with those sort of newish bands that I'm like more into it than everyone else, particularly at a festival.
Yeah.
A lot of people getting dragged to something, not really knowing much about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really excited for it, really looking forward to it. And the vibe's a bit off because no one knows the songs.
Yeah.
It was the fucking opposite. Everyone in that room knew every single word.
Yeah.
And they were going bananas for it. The band couldn't believe how receptive the audience were to it. It was phenomenal.
Fantastic.
It was genuinely brilliant. And one of the best shows of the year. And there was another standout show at Glastonbury, but we will get to that shortly.
They're selling out shows left, right and centre to Getdown Services. They're out. I think they did the whole UK tour was sold out.
Right then, John, what you got next, mate?
So the next one, we're going back to Slovakia. We're back in Pahoda Festival. And I'm seeing a
Slovakia?
Slovakia.
Yeah,
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Worth a go, wasn't it?
And I'm seeing a chap you might have heard of called Iggy Pop.
Iggy!
Good lad. So I'd never seen Iggy Pop before.
Mrs. Pop's little boy.
Used to take out washing, lovely girl. So I'd never seen Iggy Pop before, and
he's pretty good at his job, isn't he?
He's pretty good.
Pretty good at his job, Iggy.
He's pretty good, Iggy.
Yeah.
So he actually clashed with the band I was managing at the time. So I had to leave them I said, I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to have to...
It's Iggy.
I'm going to have to go and see Iggy
It's
Pop,
Iggy.
which I'm sure they understood. They've since fired me, so read into that what you will. But yeah, so I had to go and see Iggy Pop. So I ran over there to watch. I was what if he doesn't play the hits? They're all hits. So I was pleasantly surprised. Went over and just had a good old listen to that, and then popped back at the end to see my band. Everything all right? Yeah, great, cool. So yeah, no, it was good. Really, really good fun. Loved seeing Iggy Pop. Absolute legend. I mean, the crowd was absolutely heaving, as you can imagine. I don't know how. So he's I think he's pushing 80. I think he's 79.
Really? Wow.
I mean, he looks like
he released his first album in the late 60s.
He did, yeah,
crazy,
absolutely. And he's looking leathery as ever. Really, yeah, good tanned hide on that boy. But yeah, he's still jumping around the stage like you'd never know.
Well, this is the funny thing, because I saw him once in my old life when I used to work at Heathrow Airport.
Ah, yeah.
And he came through the airport in a wheelchair.
Did he?
And I've gone, oh, poor Iggy. He's getting old now, isn't he? He's getting old.
Yeah.
No, he's probably hurt his ankle that day.
Yeah,
He's
mate,
jumping
must have
around
been.
so much.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
Yeah,
that man cannot be held back. He cannot be defeated. He will briefly take a wheelchair off you. He'll get back up shortly after. Don't you worry about that.
He will bury us all, surely. That'll be it. But in the apocalypse, it'll be cockroaches and Iggy Pop.
What a man. What a man.
Yeah, so that was a great one. Absolutely. And Pahoda Festival, yeah, good one. If you want to... best, probably in the top 2 best festivals in an airport.
What's number 1?
No, that's probably number 1, actually.
Moving on. Up next for myself, it's one of the other great comebacks of the year. It's the Maccabees.
Hey!
Come on, the Maccabees. One of the greats. Former guest of the podcast, I should mention, Felix White. What an episode that was.
Do go back and watch that episode.
Now, I'm thinking, John, 'cause when you were supposed to come on this podcast before, you were going to deep dive a Maccabees album.
I was going to deep dive Maccabees album. Yeah, that was what I was going to do. And then because I had an inkling that something was happening with the Maccabees. There was a little bit of there was stirring last year, wasn't there? There was discussion.
There was
and yeah, I was going to go through Colour It In, because it was just such an amazing. It was like it was one of the indie records that just is timeless. Like
Sure.
There's a few indie records you listen back to from that time when we were in our youth, Bill, and you listen back to it and you think, oh yeah, that's not really stood up. Yeah. But Colour It In really it just has. And so I remember.
Well, it's still sounding youthful and like full of adrenaline and like excitement.
And
stuff,
it's just really well done. And like I remember going to their first in-store gig to see them at where was it? It was in Soho somewhere. I'm trying to remember the name of the. It'll come to me.
FOP maybe?
No, it wasn't FOP. It was another one around the back somewhere. I remember at the end. But it was So I went to go see the in-store gig. I remember they were charging for posters. I couldn't afford a poster, so I just cut a poster off the wall and got them to sign it. Got to do it.
Attaboy.
And they were really lovely, and they came to the pub with us afterwards. So I remember we were like, we're going to the pub next door, and they all came down. We had a drink with them.
Loveliest boys in the world, right?
Really nice.
Loveliest
really nice.
boys in the world.
And I remember seeing the last gig I saw at the Astoria, God rest it, was them.
Yeah.
You might well have been at that show as
I
well.
wasn't. My cousin Leanne was, but I wasn't at that
2006,
one.
2007, I think. And I remember we all piled out at the front, and that was when they still had
Jump in the fountain.
Jump in the fountain. Yeah, because that was when they still had the fountains at Centre Point. Yeah, so we all just died.
I hate change so much. I hate change. So I was quite lucky. I saw him 3 times this summer, and I can't pick a favourite. I saw him in Berlin.
Yeah.
In one of the hottest fucking days in the world. That was a scorcher.
Did you fly out there for it, or were you there?
Exactly that.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly that. It was me and mate Ian. Just had a great 24 hours in Berlin.
Fantastic.
Although this is like a hot take, right? Berlin's class.
I don't know
if anyone knows this or not, but Berlin.
Yeah.
What a city.
What a city. It's great. It's great.
Had a great day out there. Great show. Lot of delicious German Pilsners. It was a really good excursion.
That'll do it.
Really good excursion. So that was an amazing show. It wasn't the rowdiest, but I think it was just so fucking hot and everyone's in their mid-30s to early 40s.
Yeah, that's always nice. Yeah.
Something quite funny happened though, right? So I brought a little hand fan. I saw LCD Sound System on the Friday.
Yeah.
Scorch box in Brixton Academy. So I brought a little fan fort with me. It's much to the chagrin of all my friends. It's very funny when your 6'5" friend goes, "Oh, I'm going to bring a fan. It'd be really hot in there." So obviously that's funny, isn't it? That's funny. So I carried it with me to Berlin as well.
Yeah.
And I got it out during the gig. And there was a woman in front of me who had their kid with them, and he's probably about 8 or 9 or something.
Yeah.
And I'm there fanning myself, going, "Oh, it's well hot, isn't it? It's well hot." And this kid's going, "Fucking, oh, mum, I don't want to be here," sort of thing, you know. And I've gone, "Yeah, mate, have a little go at my fan." Like, "Oh, cheers, mate. That's really nice. Thank
Sorry,
you,
the 8 or
appreciate
9-year-old wanted a beer.
that." No, my fan.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood.
I gave him a go on my fan.
Yeah.
Cool down a bit. It's hot, isn't it, mate? Yeah, have a bit of that. And they go, "Oh, cheers, mate." And I thought, at what point can I ask for the fan back? Because I can't then just go, "That's enough, mate. Give it back." So I was like, look going to me and going, "I think I've just lost.
You've
my
just
fan,
lost your
haven't I?"
fan. You just donated your fan to a
my
little
fan to
German
a child in need. Yeah, and I kept calling it. I can't remember. I kept calling them a boy or a girl, but it was the other way around. I kept calling. "Oh, your daughter's really nice." Ian's going, son, it's a boy. And I can't remember if it's a boy. I can't remember why I got it around.
Yeah.
But either way, they eventually, after about an hour or so, gave it back to me. I was like, "Cheers, mate. That's great."
By this point, you're just dripping with sweat, are you? I imagine.
Yes, and the fan had run out of battery.
Oh no! Ouch.
That'll teach me. It's like
There
about
you
taking
go.
candy from babies.
Something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Maccabee's fan stories. Something like yeah.
Great show, though. Great show. Great band.
Yeah.
Front row for that one. Cried my eyes out on a few occasions. And then I saw them at Glastonbury on the Park stage. Phenomenal. And of course, from at All Points East. I can't pick a favourite.
You greedy boy. You've seen so much.
Daddy was
Maccabees.
hungry. And
Yeah,
Daddy got fed.
look at that.
Daddy got fed.
You really did colour it in.
It was good.
Ah!
What's your next one, John?
Hang on. I'm going to have to refer to my notes.
Thank God for notes.
Let me have a little look see here. So, next one.
What you got?
So I'm back at Wide Awake again.
He's back at Wide Awake.
I'm back at Wide Awake.
In many ways, you never left, John.
I have been wide awake ever since. I went. It was Kneecap.
Yes.
And
what a year they've had. By the way.
We actually realised in the car earlier. I've seen Kneecap twice this year. Once with Fontaine's DC, which neither of us have got on our list, but I think we're going to have to round that one out.
That's
we're going to have to add that
honourable mention.
Honourable mention territory right there. But Kneecap. I mean, I will admit, right? Kneecap musically, if I listen to it, it's okay. I like it. It's all right. I can't really put, it's not something that I will listen to on a daily basis. I will admit that. But that live show is incredible. Say what you like about them, because lots of people are saying what they like about them. Say what you like about them. That show is nuts.
Yes.
And it is engaging, and it
They're
has you
such charismatic and
so
handsome men, aren't they?
Yeah, and they just carry you in the palm of their hands. They had the whole crowd jumping. It was amazing. So I was so impressed by that, and the fact that, and I know that Keith, who booked Wide Awake, I know when he booked them, he was worried. He was worried about I remember someone mentioned it. I mean, he might have even said it to me himself. But someone was saying to me, I'm sure, that he was concerned that either they wouldn't have been big enough to be the headliner by that point, which he didn't need to worry about. I remember I saw him there. I saw him there at Wide Awake, pint in hand, looking very pleased with himself. In fact, that was it. And he was really concerned that they wouldn't have hit the mark, and he was worried about, and actually would have been, because a year before, it looked like a big risk. But with the furor around everything that was happening, sort of politically and ideologically with them, as well as the fact they dropped an album and a film that were amazing. Yeah. It just all fed into the machine that then just made an amazing show. So that has to go down as one of the gigs of the year for me, because it was absolutely incredible, and I think we can come back round to that with the Fontaine show.
We're in it now.
Should we do it? Should we do it?
We're in it now. But basically, it did feel like if at any point in summer 2025 you was watching Kneecap, it felt like you were watching history.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't remember a time a band have caused this much of a furore, apart from maybe the Beastie Boys when they first came to the UK.
Yeah.
And the press was spreading all these lies about them. There was a mad story about how when Beastie Boys came to the UK, they went to a hospital and laughed at sick people. Like, that obviously didn't happen. But it's all this propaganda the press are doing to fucking demonise people that are just. I mean, Grime, but Beastie Boys weren't quite as politically motivated back then as
perhaps
now.
not. Yeah,
but it's a similar thing. It's like just trying to demonise someone that's trying to fucking spread a bit of joy.
Yeah,
and
absolutely,
spread a positive message. It was no one could have guessed the year they had this year.
No, it was amazing for them, and I'm pleased for them. And
the show will go on. I can't wait to see what they do next. The standalone singles they've released this year have all been phenomenal, and it feels like they're getting better and better at what they do. You're watching a band progress in real time, aren't you?
Yeah.
And a band that are putting their money where their mouth is, literally almost putting their fucking lives on the line for this.
Yeah.
It's fucking incredibly noble. And you were saying about the music itself. The music's actually secondary. It's almost a case of like the context of the music. It carries so much more weight than sonically what's going on.
Yeah, I do agree, and it's strange that it's not. It's hard to put into words really.
But do try to. It's a podcast.
But yeah, it's not. They're not toe tappers. They're not things I'm going to be listening to in the car on the way to work. But as I say, live in person, seeing that for what it is, it's a sight to behold. There you are.
And we did. We beheld it.
We beheld it.
On that as well. So it's a great day, that Finsbury Park show. It got announced about a year in advance. And I thought, there's no way Fontaine's selling that.
So this is so we would go back to it, because Wide Awake I saw them, but then I did see them again with you. That was the last time we saw each other. Was at Finsbury Park with Fontaine's DC, with pretty much every other music fan in London was there.
Everyone I know on Earth.
So hi guys, you were all there. I'm sure. Yeah, you were all there.
I didn't know Finsbury Park was that big, but like,
that was it. So,
point being, it got announced about a year in advance, and I thought, well, it needs to get announced early because they're not going to sell that out.
Yeah,
how wrong I was. It sold out in like 2 weeks, I think it was.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're seeing a big thing for Irish music this year. I think Irish music has really come through. It's been amazing, and looking forward to. I mean, with CMAT as well. There's just so much good stuff coming out, and well, I'll mention another Irish artist later on with my albums and in the next podcast. But yeah, it's been a great one. And that show was just, who else was? It was Alan and the Sniffers.
But that's the mad thing that happened. So everyone, it was really, basically you had to get in early to make sure you caught Kneecap. I got there sort of just in time.
Yeah.
But everyone watched Kneecap, and then everyone went for a piss and a beer at the same time.
Yeah.
So I imagine Kneecap would have played to a bigger crowd than Amon the Sniffers did.
Yeah, definitely.
Because everyone was at the bar trying to go for a piss.
I really wanted to. So I'm a big Amon the Sniffers fan.
Same,
and I
what a band!
What about the first time I saw them was at South by Southwest. They played Hotel Vegas, which is like a little car park just out. It's a venue, but they played in the car park of the venue. And they set up their own little festival stage in the car park, and it's on 6th Street. It's fucking miles away from the rest of the actual festival. Wow. And I got an electric scooter. That's the first time I'd ever seen an electric scooter at this point. So we was just scooting around everywhere on them. And so we scooted down there, and we got the car park there, and I saw them. They were amazing. And then afterwards, I started chatting to a promoter from Crosstown. I can't remember which one it was. I think he's the boss man. But he was like, oh mate, he goes, I really want to promote them. So when she comes over, big me up for me, yeah. And I was like, I've only just met you, but yeah, sure, whatever. And then she came over. I was like, oh yeah, I really love the show. Like, I really love I really love Australian music. I really love what's going on at the minute. I love you guys. I love the Chats. She was like, the Chats? I was like, yeah. She goes, we fucking hate the Chats.
You blew it, John.
Oh, shit.
You blew it.
I mentioned the one band they have beef with. The promoter guy was like, cheers, mate. You really fucked that.
Look at this to then go, do you know who I fucking hate?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, oh, well, I screwed that up. So, but no, again, great band. That was, I think that Hotel Vegas, I think the OCs played every night for 5 nights. Wow. And I saw about 4 of them. And it was fantastic. Yeah, really, really good fun. The Hotel Vegas.
Did they spell the name differently each night as well?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I couldn't keep up. I remember the band I was with at the time, Honey Lung, they were like, oh, if they play Withered Hands, can you hold our bags while we go crowd surf? And I was like, oh, but I'm like proper.
I want to crowd surf too,
No one's going to carry me, man. So, but I've got a great video of them all just jumping onto the crowd, like proper crowd surfing for Withered Hand. It was wicked. But yeah, no, good, yeah, good. But so the great. So at that, going back to Finsbury Park, yeah, I really wanted to see Amon and the Sniffers, and. But no, not as many other people did. So when I was queuing up for a drink, or went to go for a drink after Kneecap, everyone else went to the bar, as you say. So by the time I actually got a drink, they were about 5 songs in. Exactly, I swear, it was like a half hour, 45-minute bar wait.
Maybe longer than that.
But so that was pretty tough. But I mean, that is the nature of the beast, unfortunately, when you get to shows at that level. But that was definitely a great show.
And Fontaine's, no doubt about it, are a stadium band now.
Oh, mate, they've absolutely smashed it.
Did not see it coming. They're such a weird sounding esoteric band. Like, they don't sound like they should be getting played on Radio 1.
No, but
yet they fucking
they
do.
are. They're absolutely smashing it. No, I'm really pleased to really. I saw them at the same South by actually 2019, and I remember what's the lead singer's name again? Grian, that's it. Yeah, he was wearing the same. So he had a stage outfit at the time, like his long sort of duster coat. I don't think he changed out of it for the whole week that I saw him, because I saw him about 3 or 4 shows. He was wearing the same clothes the whole time.
Famously quite cold in Texas, I've heard.
And he looked like he was having a very nice time, should we say? We could say that. But they were huge. You could tell then in 2019 that they were going to be big, because there was a queue right round the block for the DIY showcase to go and see them at South by. And I remember seeing my mate right at the front of the queue, Tom Bounds from Live Nation. Big up yourself, Tom. And I walked up to him. I was like, Tom, can you get me into this? And before I even said anything, oh mate, did you find the toilet? He goes, come back in the queue. And I was like, cheers, Pat. Like, So he just weaved me in. The bouncer looked at us and was like,
Go on,
dickheads. Yeah. So then we went in. It was them and Viagra Boys.
So good day out to me, John.
Yeah, it was great. That was the DIY lineup that year. So that was amazing. That was a really good one. Yeah. I think we've gone slightly off piste, actually, haven't we?
I love a bit of off piste. Fuck piste. There, I said it. Is it me next?
I think it's you.
God knows. We got a good one.
Oh, it's a big one.
We're in National Treasure territory. One of my, I guess, am I doing this all done now? But second best gig of the year.
Yeah.
We're back on Worthy Farm.
Yeah.
It's Pulp.
It's
Pulp, John. It's Pulp. It's Pulp o'clock.
It's Pulp o'clock.
What a band.
Not a
hot take, I'm sure you'll agree.
Yeah, no, not a hot take.
Not a hot take. It was absolutely otherworldly. It was only a 60-minute set, so there was pretty much no nonsense, with the exception of one song, Acrylic Afternoon, which did sort of slow the pace down a little bit.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was a flawless set. And there is no greater feeling, John, than hearing Common People at Glastonbury on the Pyramid stage with about 15 of your mates. John, it doesn't get any better than that.
Do you remember the last time that we saw Pulp together?
When was this, John?
I think it was Reading Festival.
Oh, of course, yeah, Reading Festival. Yeah, we haven't discussed this in the car earlier.
We haven't discussed this in the car earlier. No, definitely.
We didn't say save this for the podcast.
We didn't say save this for the podcast, and here we are. But I don't know. I can't recall exactly what year that was.
I think about 2012,
must be 2012, like that. Let us know in the comments. That's how you do it, right?
Fuck knows.
Anyway, so I remember seeing Pulp. I remember... I've seen Pulp. The Strokes were on before.
Around. Pulp then Strokes.
Pulp then Strokes.
Yeah,
of course, 2012 makes sense. And then when the Strokes came on, your man Jarvis came out to sing. What was the tune?
You could be just what I needed.
Yeah, just what I needed by the Cars. And we both said. I mean, we both. Well. I hadn't really. I knew the Cars. I kind of knew that tune, but it stayed so much like so strong in my memory since then. Like it's actually
go-to song ever
it's
since.
One of my favourites.
We both said we'd never heard the song before until that night.
Yeah,
and it's now part of our vocabulary.
Absolutely, yeah.
So thanks for that, Jarvis and Julian.
Thank you for that, Jarvis.
Another great song you've given to us.
So that was great, and it's amazing. I think they're playing. I think they're at End of the Road Festival next year.
Yeah.
So they're back out and about. They must be knackered.
I'll take one more Common People. I will not get tired of hearing that song after 5
Keep
pints.
doing
that
it.
Sounds
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah. So no, that's amazing. I'm glad you got to see that.
Did you watch the telly at all? That one?
Sorry?
Did you watch it on the telly, Pulp at Glasgow?
No. I try not to watch Glasgow on the telly because I have horrible FOMO.
You've not been before, have you?
I've not been to Glasgow. I know, it's awful. It's terrible. I got this far. There's me coming out with these weird...
2026 though, yeah?
I think I'm going to have to come 2026. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You are. It's not on.
Oh yeah, no, of course it's not. 2027 then we'll do that. I'll turn up on the farm just with loads of cows, just waiting for you guys to turn up.
I'll meet you there. What was your number one, Job?
My number one was it's going back to it's a bit of a cop out, but it's the band I was managing. It was the band Ugly, and they played at the Village Underground. And what a venue,
What a venue.
the Village Underground
Yeah.
is. And we managed to build them up from very small room to play in the Village Underground. And it was a really
What's
proud.
the capacity there? About
It's
1,000,
800.
1,200? Oh, okay.
It's 800. Yeah. So it was a really proud moment for me.
Yeah.
They did a great job.
Well, so well done.
Thank you very much. Well done to them. I know you've moved on, but that's okay. But it was it's a great room, and really pleased that they did that. So and that was definitely one of my gigs of the year. It's one of those turning point venues. I think like you get I always think the Lexington's one of those when that's when a band's really breaking. If they sell out the Lexington or maybe the 100 Club these days, where 100 Club's doing some more cool stuff. If you get to that sort of, if you get 100 Club slightly bigger, but Lexington, once you sell out the Lexington, you're like, that's a fair amount of people.
Yeah.
In London, people are making they're making difference there. That's the people are actually buying tickets. Things are happening, but because not many people know Ugly, I want to squeeze an extra one in. Black Lips at the 100 Club.
Oh,
it was great. Black Lips, hadn't seen them in years. A friend offered me some guest list. I was like, yes, I will bite your arm off for that. And turned up, and it was absolutely amazing. It was great to see them, in the full force, still doing what they're doing, looking surprisingly young considering.
they must have done some hard living. Those guys.
They must have done some hard living. But you know what? They don't. They wear it well.
Did they play Bad Kids?
They did play Bad
What
Kids.
a
Yeah,
tune.
it was great. It
What
was
a
really good. Really, really fun. So, yeah, that was a great show. I remember I bumped into Stuart Lee there. So it was nice to meet Stuart Lee. So he's actually signed to Fire Records. So that was kind of cool. He was at the show, and my old friend Chris Carr was there. And yeah, it's a good gig. Good gig, yeah. Oh, is that... Oh, we got one more?
I got one more, John.
One more.
What are they called again? What this band called? Oh, that was it. Yeah, sorry. Oasis.
Oh, no.
No?
Ah, you did it. I didn't go. I'm gutted. I'm gutted.
I'm sure. I mean, I do feel for you. I feel for anyone that couldn't get tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so many friends. And
How many
family.
times did you go?
Yeah, I saw them twice. Saw them twice. John.
I see.
I saw
Right.
them twice.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's hyperbolic of me to say it was, without a doubt, the greatest night of my life.
I do recall you letting everyone know that. Absolutely.
Well,
Quite
look,
right too.
You know, I was being vocal about how I feel.
Quite
Aren't
right.
men
You weren't
supposed
the
to
only-
share their feelings and emotions, John? You know,
The male loneliness
is that
epidemic.
too woke of me to share my emotions? No, it was unbelievable. Cried my eyes out.
Yeah.
I was there with my three best mates in the world.
Yeah.
And I've never felt an atmosphere like it.
Yeah.
It was a completely dickhead-free zone.
Really?
Honest to God, you'd sort of have your arms in the air, singing a big chorus,
Yeah.
and you'd catch someone's eyes. They'd fucking look at you, give them a fist bump or a fucking
Yeah.
hug. You just hug, like the whole thing of like hugging strangers constantly. It really was happening. At least the first time I went.
Oh, really?
Second time, different vibe.
Yeah.
So the first one was at the back of the arena, back of the stadium,
Yeah.
basically. Second time, we got in the front pit.
Oh, really?
We was queued for about an hour to get into the venue, and it was worth doing. We got into the front pit, and it was full of dickheads.
Really? Yeah. I imagine that would have been the. I was.
But not the dickheads you're thinking. It's not full of people going mad and pissing everywhere. Oh no, the opposite. It's people that have got to
They
the front
weren't
of the
pissing.
gig. No one was pissing, John.
No one was pissing. All right. Okay.
But they were like getting the hump with people that were dancing. I wasn't fucking throwing pints.
They were
around
getting
and
the
elbows.
hump with people that were dancing.
At the front of an Oasis gig. I was about
That is
10
odd.
rows from the front, and I got told to calm down a few times. And let me tell you,
You
John,
got told to calm down at an Oasis gig.
I kid you not.
Wow, that is not what I would expect. That's the other end of the spectrum that I was
That was
imagining.
the other end of the spectrum I was imagining. But it didn't take away from my enjoyment. I tried not to let that sort of get in my head.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable to be that close to
Yeah.
the cultural event of all time, the biggest cultural event of all time. I don't know. I was going to say of the year, but that's not doing it enough justice.
Yeah.
It was the best comeback since Jesus Christ on Easter Day. What a comeback that was!
What
by
a
the way.
comeback that was too.
What a
Yeah,
comeback that was.
absolutely.
Jesus, if you're listening.
Subscribe. Brilliant. Well, no, that's amazing. I'm very jealous that you got to.
And I'm sorry you didn't get to do it, but also
I am hearing rumours of.
Well, I was going to say this. It was looking really likely Nebworth in Manchester next year. It's now not looking that likely, I don't think.
Well, they would have
We're at
done
the
it by
end of
now, wouldn't they?
2025.
Yeah.
It would have been announced by now.
But I mean, they'll shift tickets pretty quick, wouldn't they?
It's not a concern. That's not a concern, is it?
No,
But it would be a very unusual move to announce it that side of the year, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
it would. It would. I mean, who knows? Well, maybe something's coming.
Because one band is playing Nebworth. Is it Metallica? No, not Metallica, is it? Iron Maiden or someone. They're playing Nebworth this year. So you think, oh, okay, well, look, Nebworth's being used this summer because it's not always used like that for concerts.
Something's happening.
I don't know.
We'll see. Well, hopefully I'll get a chance, but if not, I'll just have to go back through your Instagram stories and just keep rewatching those.
Happy to offer a service, John. You've done your one, haven't you?
I've done my one. I'm cooked. I'm done.
Well, look, this has been class, John.
It's been great. It's been really lovely to have you.
I've been William Han. He's been John Harbison.
I've been John Harbison, yeah.
That's been our top 5 gigs of the year.
Yeah.
And this has been this album.
Thank you very much.